Imagine waking up one morning, checking your phone, and seeing a notification. Money just landed in your account. You didn't work for it. You didn't sell anything. You didn't even leave your bed. It just arrived, like clockwork. Now imagine that happening every single month for the rest of your life. Sounds like a fantasy, right? But here's the thing. Millions of Americans are doing exactly this. Not because they're geniuses, not because they got lucky, but because they understood one simple idea that most people completely miss about money. And by the end of this video, you'll understand it too. Let me ask you something. When most people think about making money from stocks, what do they picture? Probably something like this. Buy a stock low, sell it high, make a profit. Classic. Buy Tesla at 200, sell it 400, double your money. That's the game, right? But here's the problem. That game is exhausting. You're constantly watching charts, constantly stressed, constantly wondering, is now the right time to sell? And the moment you sell, the stock goes up another 30%. Sound familiar? There's a completely different way to play this game, and most people never even discover it. It's called dividend investing, and it's the closest thing to a real-life money printer that actually exists. Here's how it works. Some companies, not all, but some, are so profitable, so stable, so consistently making money that they actually share their profits directly with the people who own their stock every single quarter, or in some cases, every single month. Think about it like this. You own a small slice of a massive business. That business makes money, and because you're an owner, they send you your cut. You didn't manage anything. You didn't show up to any meetings. You just owned the stock, and the money came to you. That's a dividend. Now here's where it gets interesting. Some dividend stocks pay you 5, 6, even 7 or 8% of your investment back every single year, just in dividends, before the stock even moves. So let's talk about 5 stocks that income investors in America genuinely love, and exactly how much you need to invest in each one to start building real passive income by 2030. Stock 1, Realty Income, ticker O. They literally call themselves the Monthly Dividend Company. This company owns over 15,000 commercial properties across America. Walgreens, Dollar General, CVS. Tenants pay rent, Realty Income collects it and passes it straight to you every single month. Over 671 consecutive monthly dividends without missing once. That's 55 years of uninterrupted income. Current dividend yield around 5.5% annually. Now here's what that actually means in real money. If you invest $10,000 in Realty Income today, you receive roughly $550 every year. That's about $46 every single month, just sitting in your account. Invest $50,000, that becomes $229 per month. And remember, this stock pays monthly, not quarterly, monthly, like a salary from a business you never have to manage. Stock 2, Altria Group, ticker MO. Tobacco company, Marlboro, Copenhagen, not glamorous, but yield is around 7.5% annually. Boring businesses that people keep using no matter what the economy does, those make incredible dividend payers. Real money breakdown. $10,000 invested gives you $750 a year, roughly $62 per month. $30,000 invested, that's $187 per month in passive income, pure cash showing up consistently. Stock 3, Hormel Foods. Skippy, Spam, Jenny O. 60 consecutive years of raising its dividend. Through recessions, crashes, pandemics, they kept paying and kept growing. These are called dividend kings. Yield sits around 3.5% today. $10,000 here gives you $350 annually, about $29 per month. Lower yield, yes, but this one never cuts its dividend, ever. Think of it as the boring, reliable friend in your portfolio who always shows up. Stock 4. Energy Transfer, ticker ET. Pipeline Company. They own 140,000 miles of pipeline across 44 states. Every barrel of oil or gas that moves through America, chances are it's touching their pipes. Yield around 7.5% to 8%. $10,000 invested earns you roughly $750 to $800 per year. That's $65 per month. $40,000 invested, you're looking at $260 per month from pipelines you'll never see in states you've never visited. Stock 5. Coca Cola, ticker KO. 64 straight years of raising its dividend. Yield around 2.6%, lower than the others, but this is your anchor, your safety net. When markets crash and every other stock panics, Coca Cola keeps paying. Your grandparents could have bought this stock, passed it down, and that dividend would have grown every single year of your entire life. $10,000 here gives you $260 annually, $22 per month. Small, yes, but rock solid. Now here's where it gets really powerful. Let's put it all together. Say you split $50,000 equally, $10,000 into each of these 5 stocks. Here's what your annual passive income looks like. Realty Income, $550. Altria, $750. Hormel, $350. Energy Transfer, $800. Coca Cola, $260. Total, roughly $2,710 per year. That's around $225 every single month, passively, without doing a single extra thing. Now, the average rent for a one-bedroom apartment in a mid-size American city, cities like Columbus, Memphis, Tulsa, sits right around $1,000 to $1,200 per month. So $225 doesn't cover it yet. But here's what most people miss. If you invest $100,000 spread across these 5 stocks, you're generating roughly $450 per month. $200,000 in, you're at $900 per month, getting close. And if you reinvest those dividends for just 4 to 5 years instead of spending them, the compounding alone adds another 20 to 25% to your income without adding a single extra dollar from your pocket. That's the path to rent-free by 2030. Not magic, just math, time, and consistency. Here's the deeper insight that most people never connect. The average American pays rent their entire life. Month after month, money leaves your account and disappears into someone else's pocket forever. But dividend investing flips that psychology completely. Instead of your money disappearing every month, you build a system where money arrives every month. You shift from being the person paying rent to being the person collecting it. That's not just a financial shift, that's a completely different relationship with money. Now, here's the practical truth. You don't need $100,000 to start. You can begin with $500. Put it in one stock. Watch the first dividend hit your account. Feel what it feels like when money arrives without you working for it. That feeling, that tiny deposit, is more motivating than any finance book ever written. Then add more, slowly, consistently, month after month. The people who will be collecting rent instead of paying it by 2030 aren't doing anything you can't do. They just started earlier than everyone else who is still waiting for the perfect moment. Here's the thought I want to leave you with. Every dollar you pay in rent, gone. Every dollar you invest in a dividend stock, it comes back again and again and again. The question isn't whether this works, the math is right there. The question is, how long are you going to keep paying other people before you decide it's time to start getting paid yourself? Think about it.